Hello friends, today is the feast of the beheading of John the Baptist, or sometimes known as the Passion of John the Baptist. Just as John experienced birth before his cousin, so he experiences death in a similar way as his cousin, being put to death because he spoke out against the infidelity of Herod, the sexual acting out of Herod. It's kind of providential that we have this feast as our church deals with so many things. The daughter of one of the women that Herod was having the affair with, in fact his sister-in-law, asked for John the Baptist's head on a platter, and Herod gave it to him. And I think in these days many of us can identify with John because we're losing our head as we read articles on the internet and on the newspaper, as we listen to conversations about these many different facets of the scandal that's affecting our church. We're literally losing our minds, we're losing our heads, and sadly in some cases we're tempted even to lose our faith. We're searching for the truth. We're trying to speak the truth. We're trying to live the truth, both the truth of who the church is and the truth that, we should be living moral lives, that the Ten Commandments and the precepts of the church apply even to priests, bishops, cardinals, and the Pope. And as we watch the reality, which is very much otherwise in the case of many leaders, we're sickened and we're losing our heads. So what do we do? I've been thinking a lot about the infamous quote from the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. about faith, where he says, faith is like stepping onto a staircase when you don't know where it leads. And certainly these are very radically uncharted territories for all of our lives. Certainly the biggest crisis affecting the Catholic Church in my lifetime, and certainly in the lifetime of my parents and the generation even before them. And yet we're called to respond in faith. Faith that God has founded the church. Faith that God is still with the church. Faith that the church remains the best place for us to have a relationship. And so we step forward. Do we call for inquiries to get to the truth? Yes. Do we call for people to face consequences? Yes. But true and lasting faith in God will help us not lose our heads. I know it didn't work out that way for John the Baptist, but he is in glory today, and we keep our eyes fixed on that glory because, as Paul reminds us, the suffering of this present age, even the suffering that we as Catholics are going through, are nothing compared to the glory that awaits us. Hold on to your heads by the gift of faith. God loves you.